Hey YouTube, DriftTilTheEnd checking in with you. Let's talk about Easter Sunday, or at least my Easter Sunday. So I lost $200 in my wallet with my ID and all my credit cards, and it was definitely stolen lost. It wasn't just lost and I couldn't find it. So if you've ever lost a substantial amount of money, I feel your pain, man, and I'm going to go over it in this video. So Easter Sunday came and I was upset with my fiance and I didn't want to be around her. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go to this car wash over here and clean out my car. It'll be productive. I can go out, get some air. So I went over there, and when I was leaving, I realized that my pockets and my pajamas were really small. So when I had my phone in one pocket and my ID in my other pocket, it just felt really tight, like it didn't feel right, and I acknowledged that. But you know, I left and I drove over there, and when I got there, I go to this car wash ever since I moved to Southern California 6 months ago, and every time I go there, there's homeless scavenger type people. And why I say scavengers, because they're hunting for, you know, cans and bottles and whatever else they can find, because they're very in poverty or whatnot. And you know, a lot of times they look like drug addicts and, you know, years of alcoholism, stuff like that. And I always have this bad vibe when I go there. So, you know, I pull up and some dudes were right by me. And, you know, before when I went, you know, I'm a nice person. I know they're people. So I always say, you know, hey, what's up? You know, hi, you know, be polite. But what I realized is when I do that, it's almost like giving them an invitation to come ask me questions and act like they're my buddies, and I don't want to associate with them. So this time, you know, they said hi and they waved and their eyes were bloodshot, you know, they looked all drugged out, and I just ignored them, you know. And so I went to cleaning my car out, you know, and I was feeling a little better, and bam, it was clean. So then I pulled out, I went home, and when I reached in my pocket to get my keys, I opened the, well, I reached in my pocket, I opened the door, and I realized my wallet was missing, and I'm like, oh no. And so I look around my bed where I was sleeping, because I forgot at that time that I brought it with me 100% in my pajamas. And then, you know, all of a sudden I'm like, I got to go back. So I drive back within 7 minutes, because it's actually 7 minutes from my house. So it's been about 15 minutes from the time I left, and I went back and nothing was there. It was gone. And then when I got back home, you know, it was really sinking in that it's gone, and I had $200 in it, which I really wish I didn't. So I'm like, damn, you know, those scavenger guys were gone. I'm like, they got my $200. I'm gonna have to cancel all my credit cards. So I looked and looked every possible place, and since I just woke up, there was only like 2 places it could have been. So then I started calling and canceling my credit cards, which is a really hard thing to do. My debit and credit cards, and I have 2 credit unions, one from Northern California, one from Southern California. And so, you know, I'm feeling like shit, you know, canceling these cards. And when it was 100%, you know, within the next half hour, keep looking that it was gone. I mean, it felt like I did some bad type of drug, and the effects were hitting me hard. I was feeling nauseous. My head was like having migraines. I mean, it really messed me up. I just wanted to lay down. I didn't want to think about reality. And this was Easter Sunday. It was supposed to be a great day. I didn't work until 6:30 at night. But I ended up laying down watching TV. I played a little bit of video games trying to keep my mind off it. But basically, you know, if motivation is one spectrum, I was in the opposite. I was demotivated. I didn't want to see anybody. I just felt like shit. Now, the thing is, right now in my position, the $200 wasn't even that much money compared to my full bankroll, which is very good, because a couple years ago it would have been everything, you know. But I've been building my life with emergency fund and a bunch of other ways where it didn't affect me that much. But just the fact that I lost my money, you know, and it's not coming back, and now I have to earn that money back to get it, to acquire it, it just didn't feel right. And it took 3 days to come back, where if I do think about it, sometimes I feel that little hole in my stomach, you know. But I feel good, I can laugh, I'm happy again. So that just brings me to the topic of motivation and, unmotivated or depressed, depression. I couldn't believe how much my mental mind messed with my physical mind. I was actually sick, you know. I did go to work and everything, but I was actually feeling ailment from, knowing that I lost money. So just imagine people at the casinos. I've been to the casino before. Kind of feels the same way, except for this felt a little worse because I wasn't expecting it. I didn't even want to risk my money at all, so it felt a little worse, but it kind of feels the same. And then let's go on the motivational side. When you're making money, you're hustling, just imagine the impact, the momentum you get from being motivated and happy and positive, because I'm a positive person for the most part, so I didn't, I do my little reselling. I didn't even want to resell for those 3 days. It's like, well, I don't want to make a little bit of money here and there. I just didn't want to be around people. I want to be antisocial. But after the 3 days, I'm back on it. I made actually 95 bucks back. I mean, of course, that could have been money on top of what I had, but let's not think there because that's a dark place. But yeah, so I'm building my money back easy. I'm happy. Just if you've lost your money before, you gotta. I'm waiting for those cards in the mail still. That kind of sucks. I can't access my bank, and I got to go to the DMV, which I've been kind of sluggish about. But luckily, I won't need my ID because I can deposit my check through my ATM, which is pretty cool. And then I can just pull that money out. So I don't really need my ID. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get on it. Get that ID. I ordered a new wallet from eBay, and I was actually in the transition of buying a new wallet. I actually was watching a few different ones. This just made me jump on it. So I am getting a new wallet, and my ID was going to expire September, so in about 6 months. So it wasn't the worst that I lost my ID and have to rebuy it for like 35 bucks in California. So that's a good thing. I'm looking at the positive side. So what am I going to do to not lose my money again? Number one, once I figured out it was those small pockets, I took my PJs and I threw them in the trash. So anything with small pockets I'm not using. Number two is I'm not going to be carrying that much cash around. I mean, it's not a lot, but sometimes I'm going to have to carry cash in certain circumstances, but I'm going to really try not to carry more than like 30 bucks on me. And number three is that car wash. I'm not going to that car wash anymore. Oh, there's my cat. I'm not going to that car wash ever again because every time I go there, it feels hostile. I feel like I'm going to get in a fight. And the reason why I kept going there is because I was like, I'm not going to let these scavenger, homeless type people dictate if I'm going to go to this place if I like it or not. But the reality that sunk in is that, I should up my standards. And if I don't have to go to that place, I should go to a different place that's a nicer place. So recently I found a new car wash, and I've only been there a couple times, so I can't really rate it 100%, but I didn't see any of those scavenger type people. It's kind of way up on a hill, and it's kind of locked in from the back, so there's going to be a lot less scavenger type people. But I went there twice already, haven't seen any. So I actually I don't go to the one that is called the Grove car wash, the one that I lost my $200 at. I won't have to see those type of people and feel aggressive or defensive whenever I'm there. That's how I felt every time. But like I said, I was just like, why am I going to not go there? Because I'm not afraid of these people, and they shouldn't dictate if I go there or not. But it's just best not to go there where there's negative energy like that. Oh, so the thing about Easter, it was Easter when I lost my $200, right? So most people are with their family and all that. So, and I didn't even use the vacuum at that time. So say I would have went to some, empty parking lot, and I would have dropped my wallet for the 15 minutes, came home, went back for it, it would have been there. But since I went to a place where scavengers were, and I don't want you to take it offensive, scavenger. Scavenger just means someone who collects things that people drop or whatnot. I'm not trying to be offensive, but what's a better word to use than scavenger? So if you take offense to it, I apologize. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to do a little more vlogging, I guess, about my life. I enjoy sharing that with you. I consider you guys my friends. I have a lot of people I look up to on YouTube. I consider them my friends. So if you like this video, please thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs it down. Go ahead. I like any input, you know. Comments down low. I'm glad I made this video. I'm kind of like, you know, writer's block with the content, but I am going to try to bring a lot more, you know, especially with vlogging, I guess. So it's good to see you guys. I got to go to work soon. Later.